Hello Internet, welcome back to another commentary video. Today I'm going to be talking about walkers and their use in the battlefield. If you have played this game for any length of time, you would probably hear that statement and think I'm insane. Walkers in this game are typically very bad in vehicle-to-vehicle combat, which is what you most often see. There are many reasons for this, but one big main reason are the legs itself, as one well-placed shot to these legs is generally enough to destroy it and take out the vehicle. Now I have 3 walkers here to display 3 different kinds of walker you would see in a game of brick rigs. So first up here, that's the passenger seat. There we go. First up here, we have what I call the false walker, which is because it's on wheels. Oh my. This is definitely the worst type of walker in the game. It has the weaknesses of a walker, having very long legs that are very weak and easy to puncture, but not having any of the benefits of being a walker, being on wheels. You might be thinking, well, what is a benefit to a walker? That is that they can, more often than not, turn on the spot. If I jump into this model here, and I just hold A, I'm turning on the spot. So in the event that, let's say for some reason, my turret doesn't spin anymore. Well, I can just turn around and engage whatever threat is there. This also helps in situations where, let's say there's a tank here where I'm standing, and it gets shot and killed. Now I can't move forward. And let's say there's a tank back here, also gets destroyed, because that's how you would stop a convoy. If this walker here was a tank, I would be stuck. But since it's a walker, I can just turn and just leave to engage whatever enemy took out the tanks in front of me. That was my Discord notification, I apologize. So, another reason that this style of walker here is bad is that it's an 80-80. Now, as cool and as fun as they are to use, they are incredibly impractical because of how unstable they are. You see that there? It rears up on its front legs whenever I stop. Let's get up the speed. And let's stop. Well, now my walker is just disabled. Only because I was moving fast. Another reason is of their legs. They oftentimes have very weak legs. I want you to know that was armor piercing. That was not AG rounds. Now my walker is just been disabled by one shot. So these walkers, highly impractical, and you should never use them. Unless you're trying to recreate Hoth, in which case, go mental. Now the second type of walker is this style. They usually have these boxes here, which you might think is a downside. In reality, every game mode that I've ever had that I've used walkers, there's been a rule saying your enemy cannot touch these, as it's literally like breaking the rules. Like, it's not actually engaging you. But anyway, these walkers here, highly prone to being destroyed by one tank shot or one rocket launcher round because of how small it is. Now, here's the thing, that you're not going to be using this in vehicle-on-vehicle combat for many reasons. One being, You're only equipped with machine guns. Also, side note, I love this arrow here on top that tells me which way is forward on the vehicle, so you see how I'm turned and still going forward. Very nice touch, but anyway. This type of vehicle, so you may see in my last video, I have described to you the Kill the VIP game mode. Now, for that game mode, I have a few classifications of infantry. One classification is the paratrooper infantry, which the rules are of this paratrooper infantry. You can spawn them anywhere on the map. You can spawn anywhere and go anywhere on the map, as long as you're a certain distance away from the enemy. So let's say you get a squad of paratrooper infantry, you spawn in. So like let's say this vehicle here is my VIP, and you spawn in over here. You're going yada yada yada, going over here to kill some people, and the guys over here see you running over. Seeing you running over, they come over to their walkers, they get in, they aim over, and they just deploy a couple walkers to come kill you. Now, one rule with paratrooper infantry is they are not allowed to be equipped with rocket launchers. And this vehicle, having only machine guns, would be incredibly useful at cutting down any form of infantry. Another benefit to this style of walker is if we come to the city, they are very small. I can walk up. If it stops having a stroke for a second, okay, come on. I can go down almost any alleyway here. I can go down almost any alleyway and just like wait for a squad to come down the road to just unleash. These are highly useful when taking out infantry. So this is what you want to do. You want to get your tanks. You want to shoot out all their heavy vehicles with the tanks, and then you send in the walker. And this walker will come in and kill everyone and win the day. Now, the last type of walker is the super heavy walker. This is the Mastodon. This is probably one of my favorite walkers made, but it is incredibly impractical for vehicle-on-vehicle combat like every other walker. Now, this thing is... You good, mate? This thing is highly impractical for vehicle-on-vehicle combat, not for the reason that it's weak, just that... Let me get into the gun sight. Oh my. There we go. You just can't aim low enough to hit it. Okay, this server here seems to be having a bit of a stroke today. So, a lot of these arrows I've never actually had. Like, that's never happened before. But anyway, this vehicle here you would use as a bunker buster. Now, an example of a bunker buster would be something from Umbreon. And I'm sure if you play this game for more than 5 seconds, you know what Umbreon is. These absolutely massive... They got nerfed in the update. How wonderful. Well, they used to be highly... interesting. That's the actual mechanism to fire the guns. But anyway, these were highly destructive vehicles with such a high rate of fire and such good armor that every game I've ever played has them banned because they're that strong. But anyway, this can fill the role of a bunker buster while not being overpowered. Like, one sniper can just shoot through the glass, take out the driver, and that's the end of that. But anyway, let's say there was a bunker over there, if I can grab one. So let's say there's a bunker here, as I look for one. And you know that your target, or you need to capture this bunker, or destroy it. You can grab your Mastodon, jump in it, and just walk over there. Walk over there and then get to an optimal range and just start firing round after round into it. If I can find a bunker. Please, I wish this search function worked. I know it works in the workshop, so let's just go bunker. There we go. Is there any good ones here? I know this is a good one. So you have your bunker here. Let's just flip it around. Oh my god. There we go. Let's flip it around and let's remove that real quick. I get into... That's my Discord notification. Let's just aim up there and... That's high. Anyway, so you just keep repeating that, firing over and over and over and over at them. Now, a bunker of that like that would be incredibly strong. And you see, I've taken off a few pieces. So you just keep pelting it with projectiles until you got into it. Now, if I jump into this tiger real quick, now let's just pelt this with some projectiles of its own. You see what I mean by you shoot the glass out? But anyway, I don't know where the engine is on this. Actually, side note, another benefit to walkers is that they have no engines. Meaning that AP shells are really bad against them. Well, I'll say really bad. You just need to hit the driver. That isn't always as easy as it sounds. So, that's been a good few rounds. And it more or less works as intended. That was not perfect. As you see, the leg here starts wiggling. And I'm very exposed right now. But more or less, it is still operational. And that was after a good amount of shots thrown into it. Now, here's the one bad thing about such a vehicle as this, is that you really need a crew. If I can get inside, close that up. There are many seats here to control many of the other machine guns placed around the vehicle. Does this still work? Okay. Let's just jack up the back. Okay. Anyway. So, you really need a crew for this. Another tangent about walkers. This walker, how good it is. I don't want bunker. Go away. If I get a small little ATV or something. Now, walkers generally, one of their downsides is really poor maneuverability on rough terrain. You're really stuck to the roads in something like a walker, especially as big as that. You're generally going to be on the road or on flat terrain for the entire time. So, in the event that you want to scout out an area, you get... There we go. You get something like this, and you can drive up the ramp. And then there are, you see there, those are hooks. Then you'd hook it on so it doesn't flop around. You get stuck. And then you would just close it up and be on your way. So that's another benefit to this walker here. Now, I will say, I haven't actually tested this against AP rounds with a full crew. Many reasons. One is that I have no friends, and two is that AP rounds before the pre-update were really bad. So maybe the crew would slowly just get pecked away by several AP shells to the front. I don't know. But anyway, that is a few points on the usage of walkers in brick rigs.